what's up, everyone? This is the one and only Mark Spencer. Hi, everyone. You know, the world of sports is lots of stories and lots of events. I mean, in recent news, just found out a couple of days ago, actually yesterday, that Guy Carbonneau of the Montreal Canadiens got fired by Bob Gainey. I can't believe it, folks. I am shocked by this firing. This is their 100th year centennial. And for Bob Gainey to fire Guy Carbonneau, they're 5th in their division. And for the life of me, I don't get why they would fire him. And I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days, and why did they fire Guy Carbonneau? But the team just Carbonneau. And I think the one thing is, folks, maybe that message wasn't getting to him, and I think the players weren't responding. And you look at the Kuznetsov situation with the mafia connection. There was some serious things off the ice that was going between the two brothers, and now they just patched that up. So I tell you the honest truth, folks, it's a world of mystery. So I got my co-commentator here, Greg Campos. And you have any stories, Greg, of La Provence, home of UFC 90? It's going to be in Montreal, Greg. UFC 97, I believe, between Anderson Silva and Latides. Anderson.
Hello, my millions of fans. Guess who's back? Oh shit! The camera's not centered. You won't get my beautiful face. Come on, center it up, boy. All right, thanks. Anyways, my millions of fans, it's Greg. I'm back again. Yeah, my hair is shorter, I'm cockier, and more handsome than ever. But that's beside the point. We're talking about sports now. Now, I have to say, the UFC is one of the sports that's really been in my heart for the last decade or so. And I have to say that the UFC, which one is it, Mark? 97 or? Okay, UFC 97. It will be Anderson Silva against Latis, or I don't know how to, or Latis Titties or Titties Waddies. It doesn't matter what it is. But anyway, like my friend said, two Brazilians against each other. But really, we know who's going to win. Anderson the Spider Silva. There's no one on this earth who could beat him, but there's only one guy. There's only one guy that I say would have a chance against him, and that's Fedor Emelianenko. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's a good one. I still put Anderson Silva higher than George Rush St. Pierre, because Anderson Silva is the only guy that I've seen with pinpoint accuracy with his hits and with his punches and kicks. No one gets more accurate than him. And he's quick, he's fast. What can I say? He'll spin a web and throw you in the cave. But anyways, my friends, did you remember the last UFC? Keith Jardine against... That's right, it was Rampage Jackson, and I saw a bit of that fight. I was kind of surprised that Rampage didn't just knock him out right away. I guess the Dina Mean always manages to screw up high-ranked opponents, because it went to the distance. Actually, I think at the end he got Rampage got a knockdown at the end, and if he didn't get that knockdown, probably could have went either way. It might have been a split decision, or who knows. But I'm actually happy that Rampage won, because now he gets to fight Sugar Rashad Evans in May. Now, isn't that going to be a great fight, friends? That's going to be one of the best fights ever. And you know who's going to win? You know, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I don't know why, but Sugar Rashad Evans, he really has some magic somewhere. I don't know. He just finds a way to beat everybody. He hasn't lost a match. He drawed once with Tito Ortiz, but I don't know why, but I think he's probably going to take Rampage out. Somehow, some way, he'll find a way. And anyway, the thing is that I thought it was unfair, because when I was watching that pay-per-view, they said if Rampage wins that fight, he gets a shot at the title. Well, what if Jardine won that fight? He got no shot at the title. That's unfair. And then you got, if Jardine would have won that fight, Lyoto Machida, the Dragon, would actually get a title shot there, and I thought that's fair. That guy hasn't been beaten once. He actually beat Rich Franklin, and he's beat top major competitors, especially he beat even Tito Ortiz. So I think Lyoto Machida should be actually the #1 ranked guy to fight Sugar Rashad Evans, and that would be an actually interesting matchup. You know, that would be actually a really interesting matchup. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I guess in the UFC, if you don't got the looks, you don't got the title shot, because we know the Dean of Mean is no looker himself, and he's no pretty boy. So I guess you gotta be pretty and you gotta know how to fight, and that's the only way you can rise to the top of the UFC. If you look at all the champions, like Sugar Rashad Evans, he's a good-looking guy. Although looks don't have nothing to do with fighting, but I'm just throwing that out there for YouTube fans. Maybe you get a little laugh. You know, I'm just trying to juice the time. And then the other thing is that UFC fans are the best people on this earth. You want to know why? You want to know why they're the best people on this earth? Because they can watch violence and respect it, but at the same time they don't go out and be violent. And that's what a true martial artist is. A martial artist is one who practices the art and knows self-discipline. So that's what I can say. All UFC fans have self-discipline, because they're like trapped in a cage and they go rawr when the fight's on. But when the fight's off, they go home to their peaceful home with their wife and kids, and it was like there was no fight to begin with. So that's why UFC fans are the best people, because they don't take the violence home. They watch the violence, but they never take it home. Nowhere beyond that. So anyway, my friends from YouTube, you know, it's been nice talking to you. I haven't talked to you for a long time, and really, you know, I usually get about maybe 1 million or 1 billion hits on YouTube, and you're getting quite comfortable with my face. So, you know, if there's anybody who's in the movie industry and who would like to put this face in the movies, I would like to be in the movies. So we can make a deal. We'll make a deal. I'll be in the movies. I'll even do commentating for UFC for free, for nothing, just to get autographs from the fighters. That's how good of an MMA fan I am. But really, I like the UFC. So for all those film critics, those film editors, the film creators, if you see some potential in me, just try to find me. I'll be there. I'll talk into the screen like I'm talking to you right now, and who knows, you might get 1 million or 1 billion hits on your movie just because I was in it. And I believe that you should always have your martinis shaken but not stirred. But at the same time, try a chocolate martini because it's really good. That's all I gotta say, folks. And this has been Greg Campos, and now I'm giving it to you back to my co-commentator, Mark Spencer. Bye, folks.
Oh, once again, folks, it's been another special one from me and Greg Campos for the MMA Talk 5. 5 is fingers I'm holding on my fingers. It's unbelievable to be back, folks, and we'll be back again. We got some other tricks up our sleeves. And WrestleMania is coming up, folks. So we have a Classic Wrestling Talk 2 coming up. And we got some extra post Street Fighter 4 info we're going to be bringing to you in the future. So we'll see you guys in a bit. So long, everyone.